monsoon in Stillwater, where last year the Oklahoma State Cowboys were one of the most dominant teams in the nation, but they came up short in the Big 12 championship. Meanwhile, last year, the Baylor Bears were coming off a national championship appearance. They were looking to continue their dominant run, but they had an off year last season because of an embarrassing loss at home to Oklahoma State. Now both these teams meet each other in the top 5. Number 4 Baylor heads to number 1 Oklahoma State. This will be the first time we see Baylor this season on stream. This is Oklahoma State's second stream game. They showed up in week 2 with a double overtime win over Oregon. The Cowboys have been number 1 in the country every week this season. Will we have a new number 1? There's Alan Bonner, running back for Oklahoma State. Had a huge game against Oregon State and is in the Heisman conversation. Trying to make it 3 straight running backs to win the Heisman. Quarterback over the middle. That's Kendrick Johnson getting a first down. First and 10. Johnson looking over the middle. Finds a diving catch for the first down to the tight end. What a play. It might be hard to make passes in this condition. But it's not hard to make catches. And there's another diving play. That one's a swat by the strong safety. Sending something into the Discord. Letting everyone know we're live. There's a 2-yard gain.
You know, this veteran wide receiver is not always easy to stop. So that's a good job here by the defense to slow him down.
There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun.
Looking. Throws left side again. It's going to be only a 1-yard gain. They're going to go for it on the first 4th down of the game. 4th and 6. At about the 42-yard line in Baylor territory. There's a gutsy play call, and they get the first. Down to about the 16.
That's such a huge letdown for this defense. That kind of conversion is just inexcusable.
Johnson will step back after the 4th down conversion. Once again, throwing left side to Bonner. It'll get a yard. Second down and 9. The keeper with room to run. He'll slide at the 10. Third and 3, he'll throw it up. Incomplete. And this time they won't go for it. They're going to kick a field goal. Working, that's about a 27-yarder. At a bit of an awkward angle. But it's good anyways. And Oklahoma State will score first. That's a quick score.
So let's see what the offense can do as they come out onto the field.
Here's first and 10, rifling over the middle, incomplete.
And there wasn't anyone in the vicinity.
Let me pull up the Baylor Bears lineup here. First pass of the day and of the season for Baylor on stream. Steps back, incomplete once again. As Baylor quarterback Derek Poe, the senior, he was on that 2021 championship game team.
He flings it.
Gonna fling it up. Intercepted over the shoulder.
And he's tackled at the 42-yard line. Good job to pick that ball off.
He did a great job at getting it.
And there's the first defensive play of the night.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 42-yard line.
First and 10.
Oklahoma State is up by 3. Steps up.
Once again, screening to the left for a 2-yard gain. And it's now 2nd and 8 from the Baylor 40. Gonna throw it out of bounds there.
Third down, and they need to get it down to the 32.
An incoming 3rd and 8. Johnson over the middle, first down, and room to run. Down to the 10, still going to the 6, maybe the 5-yard line. And that sets it up once again inside the 10 for the Pokes. First and goal, Johnson.
Quick shot to the open receiver, and he can't hang on to the
Incomplete.
They're at the 6. Second down.
2nd and goal. Johnson's gonna keep it himself.
Forward.
And he's short.
Quarterback scramble.
3rd and goal. Inches away from the line. Johnson to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Thomas Hagan makes the catch. And OK State goes up 2 scores.
Situations, and that pass was an excellent call.
And he converts the extra point. A 6-play, 42-yard drive, and it results in a touchdown.
Brad, how about the guys up front? The offensive line giving the quarterback plenty of time to be able to read the defense and make the right throw.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Knocked out of bounds.
And in comes Baylor to attempt their first.
Threw an interception on their last drive. Let's see if they can be more successful here.
This quarterback can make good passes. He just needs to focus on not forcing the ball to his
They're attempting to score their first time today.
They'll bring him down.
And Keith Hopkins will get 3 yards. Second and 7, Poe rolling. Finds Hopkins on the sideline. Hopkins, nothing. This will be a 3rd down again for Baylor. They're going to try and throw it. Inbounds, first down. Tight end number 18 for Baylor, Jeff Carter.
Because I think they did. It's about mismatches. He's probably bigger and stronger than the guy who's trying to cover.
On 1st and 10, it's Hopkins.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
A 6-yard run. They hand it off. Oh, what a shot. Not going to get the first down. It'll be right there on the middle of the field. 2 yards to go. It's getting electric and Pickens. They're going to keep it himself. Still going down to the 40.
40-yard line.
And that's a much-needed Baylor first.
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
I will say I both do and don't miss these Baylor uniforms with the old gold, as there's a first down to the 25.
That was a really nice play on the ball by the receiver for a substantial gain and a first down.
He's got the keeper
And he hits him hard at the 14.
for 12 yards. It's a 1st and 10 now for Baylor. Setting up shop at about the 14. Firing up the middle. And a 6-yard gain will make it 2nd and 4 from about the 8.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
Keeper gonna lose yardage. And there's an injury on the field. They're gonna have to call in the backup quarterback, Walter Blanchard. He'll be Walter Blanchard, I believe. Sophomore, he'll be a starter next year. Throws to the end zone, touchdown. Clayton Harris, also a sophomore, makes the grab.
This team has so many potent weapons. It's tough to try to single out just one.
And on the first pass in the game, Walter Blanchard, someone look up how to, Blanchard is how you spell it. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it.
He splits the uprights with the extra point.
But his first pass, he's into the end zone.
Yard drive, and they add 7 points.
All right. Poe will return soon. But definitely, it's a fantastic opportunity if you're a young quarterback to be mentored by someone like Derek Poe with a whole bunch of big experience at the largest, or a whole lexicon of experience at the largest level of college football. 1st and 10. Finds a man wide open. It's Bonner for the first.
Around the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10.
He's got it out to his tight end.
And the tight end will get it for 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Screenplay, and it's enough for the first.
48-yard line. About a yard on the completion, but it's good for the first down.
Well, they needed a yard, and they got it. The important thing is they're moving the chain.
First and 10, gonna throw it over the head of the receiver out of bounds.
From the 48-yard line, it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, on the sideline, it's caught. It'll step out of bounds after the gain of 6. 3rd and 4. This Oklahoma State team is number 1 for a reason. No one has played better than them. And there's a big run for Bonner to prove it.
28-yard line.
He's going to throw it deep, finds a man open. Touchdown, Pokes.
Huge play. The wide receiver flew down the field on that
A rocket out to Jason Davidson.
And his hands are getting better every
This is why this team's the number 1 team in the nation.
What happened to the coverage there by the defense? The defensive coordinator's got to be beside himself. You know, you work all week long on studying an offense and their tendencies, and then to have a mental error and to leave the star receiver open like that for a touchdown, well, they've got to regroup.
With 27 seconds to go in the first quarter.
caught at the 8.
Baylor's got it. They'll get the ball back at the start of the second half, but you got to think you got to get your offense started now and get it started fast.
The way these quarterbacks are playing, both teams are challenging both of these defenses. Brad, let's see if this offense can maintain the rhythm that they established on that last drive. Not just putting points on the board, but driving the length of the field to be able to eventually put points.
Here's 1st and 10. They hand it off once again to Keith Hopkins. This is his final year as the Baylor running back. And he's stalled. He was the number 2 guy behind current Atlanta Falcon Benji Miller. Miller up there with the all-time rushing leaders in Baylor history. As the clock will run. At the end of the first quarter, Oklahoma State leads 17-7.
And we're back for more action here in quarter number 2.
This is on 3rd down. Has a receiver open, but he's not going to get there. It'll be 4th and 1.
Well, here they were hoping to get a few extra yards after the catch.
They're going to punt it.
Credit, they held him short.
Not as gutsy as OK State was before. That punt's a rocket. Taking to the 20. He'll get to the 25. And it'll be at about the 26-yard line as Oklahoma State's offense comes back on the field.
It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Johnson. On the quarterback keeper. He's got a 1st down. Looking, Johnson over the middle. Another 1st down to the 50. Kendrick Johnson just can't be brought down. This is an unreal Oklahoma State offense. You just think there's no way they can do the things they do, but they keep doing them. As there's another 9-yard gain. Second and 1. Oh, a big shove by Alan Bonner. First and 10. He's looking. He'll heave it. And there's another 1st down. OK State eviscerated Baylor at home last year. And it seems like they have their number here as well, as he'll throw up there incomplete.
Quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down.
And it's likely this drive will end in points as well. He's going to throw short. An 8-yard gain for number 8. 3rd down and 2. The winner of this game likely clinches their spot in the conference championship game, as there's an easy touchdown once again.
And that makes it 3 scoring tosses for him.
Oklahoma State
And they need to make them now, because this
is looking to put on a clinic tonight in front of the home crowd. 8 plays, a clean, nice 69 yards. And over a minute of game time. It's now 24-7 Oklahoma State.
They line up to kick this one away.
We've seen similar explosive starts from Florida and I believe Auburn in the previous weeks. A big score in the SEC, Florida beating Auburn. Another loss for number 7, keep that in mind. And Florida may or may not have just clinched an SEC championship spot with that. There's a shot over the middle. A first down. As for clinches, Jacksonville State has now unofficially clinched the American Championship with a weekday win over Charlotte. Oh, what a shot! He had to leave the game earlier with an injury. Are you kidding me? A team that'll knock your teeth out no matter what. Here's another keeper for Poe. And there's another first down. Derek Poe, a very tough quarterback. Not projected to be a super high pick in the draft, but could make teams happy like Terrence Velasquez may or may not be doing. He was quarterback for Arizona State. He's currently a backup for the Detroit Lions. Drafted to eventually replace Bart Riley, UAB legend. I could see Derek Poe filling a similar role. As Keith Hopkins gets the first down. I think that's Keith Hopkins down on the field with an injury.
It's first down.
As there's the backup running back for Baylor. It's Brian Foster, a sophomore. Another keeper for Poe. He's got blockers and room to run inside the 10-yard line.
In a great position to score.
Poe hands it off. Touchdown, Baylor. Brian Foster. Another backup scoring. It's all been backups today getting into the end zone for Baylor. And that bodes well for the future, I think, of this Baylor program. They'll definitely remain competitive for quite some time.
75-yard drive, and they come away with a touchdown.
And Brad, right now, the offensive line just winning the battle in the trenches.
Hopkins hit bursitis. We'll be back soon.
24-14.
And the most dangerous thing you could imagine, Oklahoma State gets the ball back.
He's out to the 30.
We'll get to about the 30, 31-yard line.
6 points and a pretty display of passing was a
Don't forget to
result of
tune
the
in for
pass
halftime here. Also, up next, we have another game in the WAC. New Mexico State and UTSA will be taking on each other. UTSA is number 15 in the country, undefeated this season. New Mexico State, we saw in week 0, they lost to Northern Illinois. They have not lost since. This is a matchup that might decide the fate of the division.
Nice run, and he's brought down.
5-yard run. UTSA, if they keep this habit up, may or may not slip into a BCS spot. New Mexico State wants to get back there as well. They haven't been to the BCS. They've been to the BCS berths twice.
He makes his way to about the
Every other odd year. They went in 2019 and 2021. They're trying to go again in 2023.
come out in a 5-wide set.
On 2nd and 2, stuffed.
Yard line.
Third and 2, that's plenty enough for the first down.
Good positive yardage. Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts.
1st and 10, over the middle for the first down. Down to the 16.
From the 17-yard line. First down.
On 1st and 10. A jumping catch on the sideline, as that'll be a gain of 7.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
2nd and 3. Baylor's defense has not been able to step up. They need a stop to keep the Bears in this game. Johnson's going to keep it. He's got a 1st down inside the 5. Timeout, Cowboys.
Quarterbacks who can run the ball are so hard to stop. You have to scheme around them, which takes the best coverages out of your defensive playbook.
On 1st and goal, he's going to keep it, and that's a touchdown. Oklahoma State. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this will be the first time that at halftime we got a team in the 30s.
I'll tell you what, when you're a quarterback and a goal line is right there, it's pretty hard to pitch the ball when you think you can get in. That's a smart decision.
It'll be a 31-14 game with the PAT, which is up and good.
A 9-play, 67-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. And he got all of this one. Great.
This kicks away. That'll be a touchback.
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
An earth to Baylor.
We're getting a chance to see so many touchdowns. I just wonder if this offense can continue the flow that we've seen from the previous 3 series.
So their last drive resulted in 6 points. Do you think we'll see the same result on this one?
They ran the ball extremely well on their last drive. And until this defense figures out how to stop it, I think they'll have no problem.
Earth to Baylor. We need your offense at this point. A 4-yard gain for Hopkins back in the game. Baylor's first time out of the half.
Second down.
Second and 6. Once again, it's over the middle to Keith Hopkins, and it's another 1st down.
Receiver to come down with that ball.
This comes down to the timing between the quarterback and the receiver, and the result, again, a nice play for the offense.
Gonna get some water for my thirst down. 1st and 10. Over the middle, and there's another 1st down. Rather, it's the right side. Gotta keep going. On 1st and 10. Pull to the sideline. That's almost intercepted. And that ball is slippery.
From the 45-yard line. Second down.
2nd and 10. Almost picked off again. Back-to-back plays. It's gone in and out of a Cowboy defender's hands.
With 5 wide.
Going 5 wide on 3rd and 10. At some point, the passing game has to work. Diving catch, but he can't hang on. Incomplete. And they're going to punt it. Punts away. Coffin cornered.
The Cowboys are just cruising through this first half, Herbie. Really a couple
Look at that. 244 yards through the air. 76 on the ground in this first half.
Things can change in a hurry.
These guys came up with a touchdown on their last drive.
It's been all pokes all day today.
Quarterback right now is in a rhythm, and a lot of that has to do with his preparation. You can see right
As there's another big play for Oklahoma State.
getting the football,
Timeout, Cowboys.
feeling very, very confident in his ability to throw the football against this defense.
We get to see both Pistol Pete's today.
Ball on the
I just connected the dots there. With less than a minute to go. Finds a man on the left sideline. It's once again Alan Bonner. Johnson. As there's another 1st down
35.
on that throw. First and 10. Johnson's gonna keep it. He's got room to the 20, and he'll slide at about the 15-yard line. Keeps it again,
He can't get away from the
and that'll be a loss of 1 accredited sack.
Their quarterback just got hit and hit offensive coordinator, especially an offensive line coach, I'm getting a hold of my offensive line, making sure these guys are on the same.
2nd and 11 to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. And it's Davidson's number called again. Make it 38-14.
Well, it's obvious the coach wanted to get him involved in the game.
As he had to reach for it.
Pretty smart move, too.
He splits the uprights with the extra point.
PAT's up ain't good.
77-yard drive and a touchdown.
And even with all the rain, Cowboys can enjoy themselves.
Ability and leadership today. I'd be very surprised if he didn't continue to play well.
Makes it out to maybe the 19-yard line.
Got 2 timeouts with 15 seconds to go.
It's still
And you're
the second
down
quarter. We've got a lot of
big.
football left, but I gotta say, this one is teetering on the brink of a blowout.
You gotta do something to stay in this one. They're gonna hand it off to Hopkins for a big first down. They'll call a timeout with 11 seconds to go in the half. 19 first downs Oklahoma State had to Baylor's 12. Looking. Gonna run out of time. He'll throw it. Finds a man wide open for the first. They'll call a timeout as they get to the 29. They're gonna kick a field goal in this weather. From about 47.5 yards. It's no good. That's the wind and the rain right there.
We've still got a half of football remaining.
And that'll be the end of the first half. 38-14. OKSU proving why they're number 1. And now we're going to look at our scores of the week. Southern Illinois about to clinch the Missouri Valley East Division with that win over Chicago. Incarnate Word ended Sam Houston's winning streak with a 34-30 double overtime win. Charlotte losing to Jacksonville State 23-17 means JVSU is officially your 2023 and inaugural American Athletic Conference champions. It'll be their first and last before they move on to the Sun Belt next season. Boston College was number 10 in the nation. They fell to West Virginia 31-28 this week. Wake Forest, trying to hunt for a bowl berth, gets a win over North Carolina. Penn State gets a comfortable win over Ohio State. Michigan gets the jug back once again with the win over Minnesota. Virginia is continuing their tirade in hopes to make the conference championship game in the ACC. Wisconsin gets a 30-20 win over Indiana. Iowa State wins close against Texas with 29 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. UCF gets a comfortable win over Memphis, 46-3. Clemson wins on the road against Maryland. South Alabama now controls their own destiny in the Sun Belt West Division with the win over Arkansas State. As we mentioned, Florida beat Auburn 35-28. The number 9 Gators now control their own destiny still control their own destiny in the SEC East. Jumping catch for no gain there. South Dakota State continues pursuing their MVC West Championship. Duke gets the win over NC State. Virginia Tech lays the hammer down on Dave's show. It's almost intercepted again.
It's an intelligent play by the defender. All you have to do sometimes is get your hand on the ball.
From their own 21-yard line. Third down.
Gonna fire it. Overthrows incomplete.
There's one the quarterback would like to rewind because he has a wide open receiver and he just misfires.
And they'll punt it once more. Punt gets to the 30. Right down to the 38. Turns to some more scores. SMU has just about clinched the SEC or the CUSA West with the win over Houston. TCU gets the win over Air Force. Boise State wins 52-24 over Utah State in a ranked Mountain West matchup. Washington State beats Arizona State to continue their hunt for their hunt for a conference championship spot in the Pac-10. There's a sack on the play. How about Fresno State? Fresno State beat Nevada. San Jose State losing to Hawaii.
So that sack sets them back a little bit now. They're looking at 2nd and 13.
Stanford and USC. Stanford getting a road win. As it's a big bomb, wide open. First down, Oklahoma State, 38 yards on the reception.
When you can slice apart a defense like that, it puts a seed of doubt in their minds.
On the screen pass, what a catch on the sideline. It's only 3 yards to gain from it, though. Almost missed this one. Old Dominion was also undefeated entering this week. Much like Sam Houston, they fell. This time to William & Mary. ODU still holds on to the division lead. Third and 2. Gonna screen it.
And down he goes at the 13.
And it's a 7-yard gain. As there's a keeper for Bonner, another touchdown. OKSU.
And that's as pretty an option play as you'll ever see.
It took all fall practice for the quarterback and the halfback to get their timing down. And they look good now.
All right, PAT on the way. Kicks up and through. It's now 45-14, and this one's getting out of hand.
And they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
Taken from the 10.
Oh, look at this run. He'll get to the 40, and he'll be pushed out of bounds after that.
Bears are just falling apart in this quarter. I mean, are there any positives you can even use to motivate?
There are 241 yards. Meanwhile, the 460.
Football to be played. You just got to forget about the mistakes, try to get a little bit of momentum created, and get confidence back in his quarterback being able to make plays for him.
Poe once again. He'll run it himself. He's got room on the sideline.
Knocked out of bounds at the 42.
He'll step out of bounds after the 16-yard gain. And that's about all this offense has managed to muster. First and 10. Finds a man wide open. He's got a touchdown. Baylor.
Excellent play here by the quarterback.
Curb my tongue.
Finding his playmaker for the score. Boy, that's a big play and a big
As there's a much-needed score for Baylor.
What the play requires is time. The quarterback had time to make a decision to eventually make that long throw for the touchdown. The defense has got to do
45-21. Baylor not out of it. But you're going to need a lot with 4 minutes to go in the third.
Excellent kick.
That's a touchback. Steps out of bounds. How about the last 5 drives all ending in touchdowns for Oklahoma State?
Especially the quarterback. I think they are very, very confident with every play call that it has a chance to be able to move the football.
That's 35 of their 45 points coming on the last 5 drives. There's a keeper.
Dives, and he's down.
I was about to say nothing, but he did get 3 yards out of it.
They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a
2nd and 7. He's going to keep it again.
and he's taken down right around
And it's
the
another 3
32
yards
line.
for 3rd and 3.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers.
5 wide on 3rd and 3. Finds a man over the middle. It's another first down.
4-yard line.
Pump fake. He's going to heave it deep. Finds another man again. Are you kidding me?
Around the 16-yard line.
40 yards this time.
They come out in an empty backfield.
He's surveying the field. Through the end zone. Make it 50 points.
I like how the quarterback, the offensive line,
They saw that their last string game was really close. And now it's a 30-point deficit. About to be 31 with the PAT.
And he tags on the extra point. So a
And this might be the most
75
unbelievable display of offense we've ever seen on stream.
I thought they did a really good job of showing balance.
There's still over a quarter of football left to play.
Overall, well-executed touchdown drive.
They'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Boy, the two offensive coordinators have to be loving this. In fact, you can look over at our booth next to us and see how much they're enjoying it with a big smile on their face. The defensive coordinators, on the other hand, might be looking for a pink slip on Monday.
They're ready to start another drive.
That's a savage bar from one. Kirk Herbstreit.
And it was a really nice drive, too, Brad. The
1st and 10. They need some offensive magic here
job of picking
as there's an
up the lead.
incompletion.
From their own 27-yard line, it's 2nd down. Throws it to the
Gonna heave it on 1st down, or 2nd down, incomplete. As this game looks very much out of reach, but there's a 1st down.
out of bounds at the 45.
As long as there's still time on the clock, no comeback is impossible. He's got to get rid of it. He's got to be sacked.
This pass rush is sometimes scary.
And for all the dominance today, we did not have a sack from Oklahoma State until now.
Defense looking for another sack in this 2nd down and long situation. So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers. Now he tries to buy some
On 2nd and 16, the quarterback's going to run it and get the first.
around the 44-yard line. They come out in a 5-wide set.
1st and 10, it's Poe. Incomplete.
Instincts tell you to go for the pick, but you've got to make the best play you can, and sometimes it's just batting the ball away.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. Tosses
Here's
out
the
to
screenplay. He's got blockers into the 30, inside the 25.
4-yard line.
First and 10.
Now he's
Another keeper for the quarterback.
run and watch out.
Fumble! Oklahoma State's going to recover. And he's got room around the corner. He steps out of bounds.
Will lose possession of the football.
And you gotta be kidding.
You should always be concerned about the ball.
He just lost it on the collision. I don't know what happened there, though.
Not sure that touchdown on their last possession's given them some confidence, but let's see if that carries them back down the field.
This offensive coordinator's got to be feeling so good about the execution that he's seeing from his quarterback and his wide receiver.
There's a keeper and a first.
Trying to put a plan together, and to be able to see that actually come into play makes you feel pretty good as a play caller.
Oklahoma State in control. He's going to try and scramble.
The keeper. Fumble! Baylor gets it back! And he's got room! It's not a skip and score, but it'll get to the 20 and Baylor will get the ball back. And there's some noise.
And who knows, maybe give themselves something to build on.
As Baylor steals it back.
Here comes the offense, hoping to erase the memory of the fumble on their last drive.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Poe with time. He's going to run out of it as there's another sack.
Sacks like that as a quarterback. You just can't. If you can't find a receiver, get out of the pocket.
He got sandwiched there.
So the sack makes this a 2nd and long.
Now it's 2nd and 16. Poe overthrows his man as it's swatted away.
Have to be happy with that one. The defender was in the right position to make the play.
Gotta hope for something here, as there's an incompletion.
4th down. So the kicker
And they'll try a field goal.
points on the board.
He missed his only attempt earlier.
It's up, and he nails it.
And there you go. Redemption. He makes it a 52-24 game.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends this one deep. Let's see how the offense rebounds after fumbling on their last possession.
So much in football is about how you respond to adversity. Moving forward after a turnover is a perfect example of that.
Oh, first and 10, there's a sack.
Big-time effort sack by the defensive end. I would also give
Finally, some actual excitement here.
The end never gave up on the play, but because the
He
quarterback
gets
was
rocked
running
on
away
that
from the
play.
football, it gave the defensive end enough time to eventually chase the quarterback down for that sack.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack at 2nd and long.
And you can be certain there will not be a new number one.
State with a big
Oklahoma
advantage.
State, with a statement win, might be punching their ticket to Arlington once again.
Fires quickly, and he's got his man. Tackle made around the
7-yard
25
gain makes it 3rd and 10.
Everything about that play was crisp. The route, the throw, the catch.
It was crisp.
Fun to see.
3rd and 10. He fires. Incomplete. That's almost picked off. And they'll punt it on 4th and 10. Punts away. And it'll be brought down to the 50.
Getting away from that one. I hope they show some fight here and try to stay competitive. If you're going to get blown out, you at least want to go down swinging.
And this might, unfortunately, create a narrative for this Baylor team.
And he's tackled at the 46. Drop back 4 yards on that.
That they can't show up for the big games.
Play by the defense. They dropped him well short of the line of scrimmage.
Though something tells me this might not be the last time we see these two teams play each other.
From their own
Because
46
even
yard
though
line.
Oklahoma State likely clinches a spot here in the Big 12 championship game. Baylor can do the same if they win. If they win next week, as there's a first down. At the end of 3, it's 52-24 Oklahoma State.
Well, folks, we resume action here in the fourth quarter. We'll hope for some action because so far it's been a lopsided one.
Poe rockets it deep, finds a man open, down to the 1. First and goal from the 1-yard line coming up. Poe to the end zone, touchdown Baylor. And they won't go down without a fight.
Anytime you're near the red zone, you got to keep an eye for this guy. They love going to him down here.
He makes the PAT.
And Baylor's 2021 campaign is an excellent example of how your campaign ain't over till it's over.
And he's tackled at the 46-yard line.
Even with the loss here, they lost in 2021 in their regular season game to Kansas State, who is undefeated entering the Big 12 championship game. Undefeated teams. Undefeated teams in the Big 12 championship game have lost the last 2 straight. Kansas State in 2021 and Oklahoma State in 2022. Baylor won it in 21 and made it to the national championship game. Oklahoma State lost in double overtime to Colorado.
Ball on the 36. He's taken down at the 27.
So while Baylor may not have it here, they can face off again. There's no divisions in the Big 12 this season. 2nd and 1. We'll just get rid of it.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. Caught and he's out of bounds.
There's another play out of bounds though. Set up 4th and 3. And they'll call on the field goal unit once again. This one from about 46 yards. Kicker made one from 27 earlier, but these conditions are anything but hospitable. For a kicker, no good.
That wouldn't be an easy kick with good weather conditions. And a little bit of rain, and that gets really tricky.
It sails to the left.
Back out onto the field as we get set to resume play.
First and 10. I was going to throw it really short. It'll be a 6-yard gain by the tight end. It's going to be tripped up. And it'll get maybe a yard. Third and 4. Gotta convert this if you want at least any sort of hope. There's a big run all the way to the 20. 10-5, touchdown, Baylor. And they're not out of it yet. It's 52-37 with 4:13 to go.
A lot of pressure off the offensive coordinator when the man under center can show that he's a dual threat.
You might step in just to see what happens.
Baylor to kick this one off.
They're going to kick it the full distance. They won't go for onside.
He makes it to the 25-yard line.
And 4:10 to go.
So you wonder what kind
Baylor needs a big stop to put themselves back in this game.
in the shotgun and 5 wide out.
First and 10. Pump fake. He's going to be tripped up. He'll throw it away. It's caught. First down.
5 wide.
They're going to throw it short for another first down to the 20 to about the 17. Here's first and 10. Johnson finds a man open. Sheds a tackler down to the 2. On first and goal, the wide receiver will lose a yard. A big goal line stop for Baylor.
2nd down.
They'll try punch again. Johnson will run it himself. Touchdown, Pokes. Make it 58 to 38. It's about to be a 21-point game with the PAT.
That's what happens when you can win the war in the trenches down near the goal line.
Baylor gets the ball back. Down 3 scores with 3 minutes.
It was a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they come away with a touchdown.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job.
The Bears would need something special to win this one.
The defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
Get to the 10, the 15. He's got the 20.
Brought down
To about the 25. So effectively a touchback.
And we see this offense again after what you, Kirk, called a very physical touchdown drive.
Well, I say that, Brad,
And you need another touchdown.
were able to create holes for the running game, and it helped them get the score.
Scoring is no longer an option. It's a must. This is a loss of 2.
For a loss.
As that defense for Oklahoma State trying to put this game to rest officially. Which they would do with another stop here.
Their own 24-yard line. It's 2nd down.
A screenplay. Hopkins with blockers will get 9 yards. How many times have we seen this before? A 3rd and 3.
Less than 3 minutes in the game.
This is likely a crucial drive. Trying the screenplay. They get the first.
He's taken down at the 39-yard line.
Taking it slow, no longer an option for the Baylor offense. Spirals incomplete. And the rain a factor once again.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 39.
Mother Nature undefeated in college football. As there's a throw over the middle. Almost intercepted on a bobble. But it's incomplete. 3rd and 10. Do or die on 3rd. Swatted away.
So it's
And they got to go for it on 4th and 10. Oklahoma State converted a first down. Can Baylor?
with this 5-receiver look.
He's got to get rid of it.
Quick pass, made.
Bobbled again.
Unable to pick up the first down.
And it's another rain drive. I think for some content, I'll step in. Let's see what happens if Baylor gets another chance at it. What we're going to do, we're going to spike it. Yeah, I'm looking for clock management.
None of the defense has made any adjustments after giving up a touchdown on that last drive.
Well, it's one thing to have speed. It's another thing to have an idea of what you're doing, how to attack the defense. And right now, these wide receivers clearly have done an outstanding job in being able to make their reads and getting out of their breaks, and the quarterback put the ball right on.
Just over 2 minutes in the game. Third down now, and they need to get it to the 29.
And we're gonna set it back to neutral after this.
The spike will stop the clock.
And there we go. Pause, unpause, and we're back.
Right now, he wants to get this kick away and change field position.
They're gonna punt it into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Down for a touchback.
And now Baylor will try again.
So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field.
It's either an improbable comeback or a statement win. What'll it be?
Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here.
It's caught.
Nice pass there, and the
Can't get out of bounds.
a lot of pressure from the defense.
Hey, they picked up a nice gain of 7 yards on that play. Great pass.
Screenplay
Gets it to the
with blockers
to the 40. Tackle.
to the 45. It's about speed. When you're down by this much, Poe finds a man open.
Brought down at the 41-yard line.
14-yard gain, first down. He's gonna throw it with pressure. Swatted. Clock stops. 2nd and 10. Minute 39 to go.
And lo and behold, here comes the defender, and the play's over.
From the 41-yard line, it's second down. Just under 2 to go in the game.
2nd and 10. Gonna throw it deep. Finds a man over their shoulder. Touchdown, Baylor.
Big play. He's thrown his 3rd touchdown pass of the game.
The one thing this quarterback does a nice job of is taking what the defense gives him. He's always looking
Over the
for
shoulder
open
catch and a big touchdown. Will hopefully keep Baylor in this one.
Point.
As he's in the bench. So tense that they're inside the benches here at Boone Pickens. As there's the onside kick. We'll step in here.
He makes it out to maybe the 36-yard line. This young quarterback's been a big factor.
And we'll see what Baylor can do if we give him another drive.
Today, Kirk.
Well, he's a dual threat quarterback. And when you're facing a guy who can throw it and effectively can run the ball, as a defensive coordinator, it's your worst nightmare.
Takes it up the middle for a nice run. The Bears taking their first time out of the half.
Oklahoma State.
From the 32-yard line, second down. The kick is up, and it falls.
And now we just hand it off.
No good. Last drive ended with as good a result as you can hope for, and I'm sure they'd like to replicate that here.
This quarterback right now is in a rhythm. And a
Well,
lot
we
of that
see
has to
something
do with
incredible.
preparation. You can see right now with the reads that he's being able to make.
Finds a man over the middle. It's a first down. A 24-yard gain. With a minute 20 to go.
Just over a minute left.
There's still a 14-point deficit.
Got a man, but he's tackled back
Incom-
behind the line of scrimmage.
Not an incompletion, but no gain on the play. Clock's running. Gotta let those receivers get back to the line. It takes a long time to get it, but there's another big first.
He's tackled.
Baylor calling a timeout. with 55 seconds to go.
It's first down.
First and 10. End zone touchdown, Baylor. And hold the phone, it's not over yet.
Big pass play for the score, and we're down to a one-score game.
It's now a 59-52 game after at one point it was 52-21.
Drive, and the result, 7 points.
Another 69-yarder. As Oklahoma State
Tackle made.
gets it, we'll do this song and dance one more time.
The 42, the onside kick. Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. Kicks away.
All right. Now Baylor will try again. Will we have overtime here in Stillwater?
And this is no good. He didn't have the leg for it. Well, the offense heading back out onto the field after that kick, hoping to turn this drive into another touchdown.
So much of the passing game is about the timing between the quarterback and his wide receivers. And right now with this offense, they are in sync.
There's a big sack.
Timing and execution is flawless.
Didn't have enough time to get the pass off.
Under a minute left in the game.
Gotta hope the receiver's gonna hurry back. Less than 30 seconds ago, they'll spike it. On a 3rd and 19.
And it's going to take a miracle to convert here.
This is where legends are made. 3rd and 19. Overthrows his man.
Complete.
And you gotta hope they can pull something off here. Running out of time. So step out of bounds. We'll try this again. I don't know what that noise was about.
Wow, what a battle and what a stop right there. Congratulations to that defense. That's going to be the ball game. The whistle hasn't sounded yet. They still have to snap the ball and make sure they don't make any mistakes.
We'll give them one more chance.
It's up, and this one doesn't have the distance. They went for it on 4th down on their last possession. And
15 seconds to go. Ball game on the line.
Remember the last time they went for it on 4th down, it came up short. Now they get the football back.
Gonna throw it deep over the middle. Wide open man.
concentration to haul it in. Good tackle. He was the last line of defense.
Can they keep this game in it? Touchdown, Baylor! Are you kidding me?
Late in the 4th quarter now, and with that score, this game's a one-possession ball game, and it's really going to get tense from here on out. Here comes the kicker to try to tie this game up.
And there'll still be time on the clock for Oklahoma State. But this game is tied.
That score, we are now tied, and the way things are going, we might be going to an extra session or two.
Oklahoma State's the one who calls a timeout.
Take their first time out of the half.
They'll have 2 for their own drive. And we might have to push back that New Mexico State ETSA kickoff. Oh, there's a big return.
Bring him down.
There's a flag on the play, though.
This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
They'll call clipping overtime in Stillwater for the 2nd time. Baylor declines the penalty,
So it looks like 4 quarters
and number 1 will have a test.
overtime.
After being up 52-21, we're heading to overtime, tied at 59. Baylor gets the ball first. or Baylor wins the toss, rather. They'll get the ball second.
We're set to kick off here in overtime.
Oklahoma State won their overtime game against Oregon. Another tough top 5 team in green. This is a 4-yard gain. An improbable comeback from the Bears. But can they capitalize on it? Gonna need a big defensive stop. Why we might need to delay it. This game might run. The stream is scheduled to 10. This game might run past that, and we'll need some time to set up off stream. As there's a touchdown, Oklahoma State. The Pokes score first. Make it 65-59, 66 with the PAT. As it's the highest scoring game in 2KU stream history. And a great shot of yellow.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 25.
We might still have time. 1st and 10. Fumble! Who's on it? Cowboys win! Oklahoma State survives a test. Almost on cue. And the game does end.
And so that's going to do it. Our final score in this one, Oklahoma State 66, Baylor 59.
Make it another classic game for the Cowboys. 532 yards, 8 touchdowns. An incredible game, and Oklahoma State will punch their ticket to Arlington. Baylor can clinch as well. But they've got to watch out for their competition in the Big 12. We didn't talk about the Big 12 standings just yet, because these are the top 2 teams. We now know OK State is in with a win. The Pokes improve with the win to 10-0. The win to 10-0. Baylor's still second at 9-1. Baylor has one more conference game against Colorado remaining on their schedule. Oklahoma State plays Texas Tech and Oklahoma to end their year. There's still teams looking on the hunt for that second spot, namely Kansas State and Kansas now. All right, we're going to quickly end the stream here. Thank you so much for watching. Another stream is on the way very shortly. Stay tuned for that, and so long.